Thanks for joining us here at 6 o'clock. I'm Mackenzie Davis. A candlelight vigil will be held tonight for 8-year-old Braeyla Valenza, who was killed after being struck by a vehicle while riding her bike earlier this week. Her family and members of the McFarland community are organizing the vigil at the intersection of where the crash happened. WMTV's Shayna Najawan joins us from Broadhead Street and North Peninsula Way.
In just about 2 hours, we expect this intersection behind me to fill with friends, families, and neighbors, all looking to honor 8-year-old Braeyla Valenza. We're hoping to learn more about the impact she's had on this community, as well as any messages loved ones may want to share following this tragedy. And as people gather to honor her, investigators say they're continuing to work to learn more about what happened in the moments leading up to the crash. I'll have more on the event throughout the evening, as well as at 9 and 10. But for now, reporting in McFarland, Shayna Najawan, WMTV 15 News.
Shayna, thank you. The family is asking you to wear Braeyla's favorite color, purple. They also sent us this statement yesterday saying, quote, "She was such a bright light in this world. She loved art, animals, her friends, and most of all, her family," end quote.